Crypto's dark, scary underbelly. Hold on, guys. Let me just pop a pill real quick here. A little bit SSRI, get me antidepressed. Okay, so look, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I'm a fan. Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, meme coins, utility coins, the culture, the principles, the technology, you name it. If you have been following me for any amount of time, then you probably know where I stand on crypto. And I put my money where my mouth is. I am balls deep here, okay? I'm here for the long haul on this asset class, full stop. Having said that, maybe you've noticed that it's not all butterflies and rainbows out here in the crypto verse, okay? There is definitely a lot of dark side to crypto. And even though it's easier to ignore it and to pretend like a lot of this bullshit doesn't exist, it does need to be discussed. So in today's video, let's shine a light into those darker corners of the cryptocurrency market and talk about just a few of the things that are happening, because the rabbit hole goes very, very deep. And of course, see what kind of conclusions or action steps that we can actually come up with as investors to protect ourselves. So first up, the crime in crypto. Now, crime in the crypto space, it's not some new phenomenon. Crypto has been a wild west since the absolute beginning. And even though the adults are now here to supervise us, there still exists a huge criminal element here. I mean, it's not like they ever cleaned up the banking industry, did they? But just how large is the current criminal market in crypto? A lot smaller than the banking industry. Well, probably the best source for answering this question, by the way, is Chainalysis's annual crypto crime report. Now, this covers everything from traditional scams to theft to fraud to the dark net market to sanctioned jurisdictions. Bit controversial, that one. And entities. All of it, okay? Now, Chainalysis graph here is a great snapshot of where we currently stand. As you can see, the total value of crypto received by illicit addresses did hit a new all-time high in 2022 at about $40 billion. It then fell back to $24 billion in 2023. Pretty close to what was seen back in 2021, by the way. Now, I do expect these total values to continue increasing over time in absolute terms as the crypto markets keep growing and getting bigger. However, the good news is that the amount of crime in crypto is actually falling on a percentage basis compared to the market's total transaction volume. And I expect that percentage trend to continue downward. So there's a positive there. But going back to our crime snapshot, we can see here that traditional scamming and hacking actually fell off in 2023 from 2022 by 29% and 54% respectively. Now, the authors attribute this to a second order effect of a larger bear market. Even the scammers got hit by the bear market, right? As well as, of course, improved security with DeFi protocols and stuff like that. However, both ransomware and dark net markets did grow from 2022 levels. So, hey, they're always making money somewhere, aren't they? What's really on the rise is the amount of funds that are being received by sanctioned jurisdictions. Again, a bit controversial, right? Who decides who gets sanctioned and all that stuff? Is that even legitimate? Now, this category appeared out of nowhere in 2020 and has been exploding since that time. There's whole countries that are under sanctions, right? So you have to think about that. Of course, again, somewhat arbitrary. The U.S. Department of Treasury's OFAC office is in charge of slapping sanctions against, well, whoever they really don't like, or whatever entities they don't like, or whoever the state enemies are at the time, all that kind of stuff. So again, a bit controversial. Whole different can of worms. We're not going to get into it here. Okay, just understand where some of these numbers are coming from. Regardless, in 2023, the sanctioned jurisdictions and entities category accounted for a whopping 61% or 14 billion of all the crime in crypto for that year. Well, what we would consider to be the more classic crime accounted for the other 10 billion. So total crime, again, on the downtrend if you're excluding just the sanctions regime. Okay, so that's where we are with all the criminality at a high level, right? And honestly, these numbers don't look that bad to me, especially when compared to crypto's total market cap. And I know there's still like, scammers in the comment section, all that stuff. It's pretty crazy out there. You do have to be careful. Now, before we move on, let me interrupt the flow real quick to let you know about the best damn newsletter in the cryptocurrency industry. That is my newsletter. It's called Wealth Mastery. Every single week, my team and I are bringing you the latest, the hottest, the best insights and opportunities from airdrops, meme coins, altcoin news, deep dives, NFTs, technical analysis, crypto just everything. So check it out. You can join 135,000 plus weekly readers and sign up for free. Yes, free, using the link down below in the description or the pinned comment over on X. Okay, the next issue to discuss are the pump and dumps, specifically pump and dumps perpetuated by the big money firms, right? Not just some Joe Blow trying to pump and dump some tiny little coin, okay? So X users, Trade the Flow, and Crypto McKenna, they did some pretty good jobs here on breaking down some of the recent examinations of all this stuff going around. According to both users, the basic idea is that crypto VC firms and developer teams are basically in sort of cahoots, right? Whereby the venture capital firms, they'll fund these new projects and then they push the teams to launch new coins out on the major exchanges, but with massively, wildly overvalued, fully diluted valuations. The highest possible on day one. The higher the fully diluted values, the more exit liquidity available for the venture capital firms to dump their coins on retail when trading begins. Of course, a lot of the times these venture capital firms have lockups and stuff, but still, if you can get it high enough, they'll have an exit later. Now, from Trade the Flow, here's all the new Binance listings from late 2023 through May 2024. Out of the 31 coins launched, only 4 were priced higher than their initial launches at the time of his snapshot. Now, Trade the Flow argues that this data indicates that new coins are just not a great investment anymore. Macro economist and crypto enthusiast Alex Kruger also holds a pretty similar position, but also blames short vesting schedules and fake metrics and hype and bots and market makers. It's complicated, guys. It's all part of the problem. And at the end of the day, Kruger, Trade the Flow, McKenna, all these guys, everyone's kind of concluding here that the crypto community really needs to find a way to develop a much fairer way to launch new coins, which is why meme coins become so popular. Or else the industry will have to pay a heavy long-term price for its short-term greed with these technical altcoins. Again, that's why meme coins are so popular, fully diluted on day one. All right, now let's talk about the suits. That's right, the Wall Street bankers, the hedge funds, the money managers, the institutions. They've all entered the space. Long gone are the cypherpunk days, right? We got BlackRock here now. And as I've said before, Wall Street, great. The suits will pump our bags, but it comes at a price. Now, motives determine everything. So let's start with the suits' motivation. Unfortunately, these guys are not here for the revolution. No, they're not the second coming of Satoshi. Far from it. They are here for the money, right? Not the global financial system becoming better and more decentralized and more fair. No. Why are these guys here? It's just for one simple reason, and one reason only, obviously, to make as much of that dirty, stinky, nasty fiat as possible. Plain and simple. So do not be surprised in the future when you see those suits choose money over protecting the long-term interests of the cryptocurrency industry. Okay? That's their game. They're going to choose money every time. Don't be surprised when they do it, because it's what they're here for. I also want you to prepare for some hardcore crypto market manipulation from our new friends over at Wall Street. You see, for decades, there were suspicions that the big banks were all manipulating the gold and silver markets. Conspiracy theorists, put your tinfoil hat back on. Of course, then in 2020, these suspicions were actually confirmed when JP Morgan agreed to pay out a $1 billion fine to the U.S. Department of Justice, SEC, and CFTC for spoofing the gold and silver futures markets for decades. It's a speeding fine for them, by the way. They made way more money than that. Now, the Wall Street banks and other big money players have an ever-growing array of weapons that they can use to manipulate the markets. And crypto's a pretty small market, which makes it more manipulatable by Wall Street. Due to continual advancements in technology, of course, and the increasing sophistication of markets and their tools and the AI and the complexity of financial instruments. It's a tough game out here, and the odds are against us. Not to mention, of course, the fact that they recruit the brightest minds for the sole purpose of moving dollars from your pocket to their pocket. So this is just a reality we have to live with. Understand the game. You can benefit from it when they're pumping things, but watch out when they start pulling liquidity. Now we have to go back to ways to fight, okay? So anyone heard of Wall Street bets? And I also think, of course, that due to the fundamental nature and economics of Bitcoin, the price will continue to increase, and really no one can stop that. Oh, they can try to manipulate movements, but they can't stop it. However, again, just get ready for some serious manipulation, the likes of which crypto has never really seen before from some of the world's greediest bastards along the way. I see you, JP Morgan. And finally, let's discuss meme coins. Now, listen, I just released a video discussing why I believe that meme coins are really a net benefit, a net positive for the cryptocurrency space. And I continue to maintain this position. However, here's the glaring negatives that I'm seeing. The biggest problem is that people are not being really honest with themselves about what meme coins actually are. Guys, listen, I get it, okay? You can tell yourself 1,000 times that daddy or cocking you or slurf or whatever, it's going to be the future of finance, but it's not going to make it true. Oh, they're fun, okay? But we need to be honest with ourselves about what all of this actually is, whether it be dog coins or celebrity coins or whatever else. It's just gambling on the blockchain casino. End of story. Now, I love speculation, I love a bit of gambling on meme coins, okay? Just as much as the next guy, okay? Take old Lark Casino, get a couple drinks in, let's have a fun time, play at the tables. Yeah, great. I get it, okay? But at the end of the day, when I'm done spinning the roulette wheel here on meme coins, I know that I'm gambling. I know that I'm most likely going to lose. And it's the exact same when I'm trading meme coins. Don't fool yourself into thinking there's something they're not. So once we see meme coins for what they are, we can more easily avoid the next major pitfall in this space. Because when the markets go down, meme coins are going to go down the worst of all. Okay? Betting more on our favorite dog coins than we're willing to actually lose can be problematic when things start turning the market. Look, and there are countless stories of guys loading their entire bankrolls into some meme coin, or worse yet, betting all their money with leverage on one coin. And that's crazy, man. Okay. And 99% of the time, these people go straight to wrecked city. Oh, we all want to talk about the exception, the one guy that made it, but you're probably not the exception. You're probably the rule. So if you wouldn't drop your entire net worth into lottery tickets, then why would you do it with meme coins? Okay. Because it's not that dramatically different. So my advice here, treat meme coins accordingly. Have fun, understand the trends, understand the cultural narratives, all that stuff. But whatever amount of money you allocate for meme coins, just think of it like your monthly fun or entertainment budget, okay? That's your pile of money for meme coin trading. Don't risk too much. Just my 2 Satoshis, okay? Stay safe out there, everyone. There's a lot of crazy shit happening in crypto, and this just scratches the surface. It gets way, way crazier than this. You start going into a lot of dirty stuff in the space. Anyway, stay safe. Remember, a lot of people out there want to take the money from your pocket and put it into their pocket. So be safe. Thanks for watching.